Mark tries to jump in and be the hero and say, hey, there's nothing wrong with that, man.
No, I didn't say there's nothing wrong with that. I said, what kind of sick person wastes money at Red Robin and doesn't get fries? Thank you for tuning in to our Fat Podcast. To get the latest updates and links to the newest episodes, visit thebrothersfat.com. You can also use thebrothersfat.com to contact us, connect with us on social media, as well as contribute your weight loss to the Million Pound Challenge. That's at thebrothersfat.com/million. We would love it if you could head to our page on Facebook and share it with your friends and give it a like so that we can help spread the news and spread the word, get other people involved. There are a lot of fatties out there just like us, and so we're all trying to just help each other and, do something bigger than ourselves, or rather smaller than ourselves. If you have your own 2019 weight loss goals, join our Fatties Helping Fatties weight loss support group on Facebook. Anyway, we hope you enjoy this week's episode. Hello and welcome to the Brothers Fat Podcast. Same fat podcast, same fat time. Wait, was that right?
Did you mean no? No.
Same.
Welcome. Go ahead, Shane. You take it.
Welcome to the Brothers Fat Podcast. Yeah, this doesn't make sense. So
he just gave up on it right away.
So the same fat channel and the same fat time.
Oh, same fat channel, same fat time.
But what you're supposed to do is, like, at the end, we're supposed to say, join us next week, same fat channel, same fat time.
Oh, let's pocket that. We'll do it at the end.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay.
So how do we? Let's change how we intro this then.
Yeah. Again, we're the worst introers in the world.
I know we don't have a good. Well, we don't want to be fake. We don't want to be the fakey fake McFakers.
We're the most creative introers in the world.
I guess
so.
Yep. The most creative.
So you mean like maybe we could like sing it in? I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not singing.
Shane's like, I'm not singing.
Yeah. Here, wait. I got one.
Hey, while we're waiting, do you remember? Oh, go ahead.
All right. Here's our intro. Ready? Welcome to the Fat Podcast.
Yeah.
The fattest cast.
Fattest girls.
With the fattest cats, the Fat Podcast.
We're fat. That was good.
And how?
Is
that a weird thing? And how?
Yeah. I think about that a lot, to be honest.
You hear people, like, have you ever heard anybody really say it? Like,
not
in real life?
No. I only hear it in cartoons.
I've been trying to bring back swell. I think swell is an underused word. I use it often now.
No, I've been saying "oh heavens" a lot.
What are you? Are you like an elderly woman from the 20s?
My word.
I'm trying to be
word.
Well, oh heavens,
well,
I've never. I want to get a top hat and a monocle, but I also want to get a cane. But I feel like I'd break the cane at this moment in my journey.
Yeah, probably. You might want to wait a couple weeks or a couple months for that.
Yeah. But
all right, cool. So last week was dismal results for most of us, except for Mark got okay results.
What do you mean okay? Mine were spectacular.
Okay.
I feel like you're cooking the books here.
Yeah, actually, here's what I feel like happened for the first week. I feel like Mark probably ate all of his 5 pieces of pizza and all of his Oreos, and then stepped on the scale. Weighed like whatever he weighed. And that wasn't his normal weight. It was just what he weighs when he eats everything. And then the next week...
Well, what if I'm always eating everything? Then my weight is my weight.
I don't know.
Because that's what was happening preceding that.
What was the swing? What's your daily swing? Like, my daily swing is I'm 2 pounds heavier at night than I am in the morning.
Man, it can change. One time after a wrestling practice, when we ran stairs for 60 minutes. And after that practice, that night I was, I think, 12 and a half pounds lighter than I was that morning.
12? What?
Yeah. terrified me. Like I had
Wow, that's
lost
pretty
every drop of water in my body.
I didn't even know you did wrestling.
Oh, it was very short lived. I had a knee injury that we found out was not going to cooperate, so I was only in it for a couple of months.
I thought about being in it for a little bit, but it looked like too much exercise.
Yeah. Well, I think if we were all in it, we probably wouldn't be here right now doing this podcast.
or
Just to
it'd
be
be
honest.
worse.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like most of the people I know that I guess I shouldn't say most because I don't keep up with all of them, but most of the ones that I am friends with on Facebook that were like the crazy, the ones that were like running past me, like keep it up, Burgess, you got it. Like most of those guys now they look like they're in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think wrestling. So I'm about to have a son here in a couple weeks, and I think I'm going to have him do wrestling, and hopefully he likes it. If he doesn't, I can't force him, but I think it's just probably the best sport you can get into.
Oh, absolutely.
So you say that now, but you're just going to get him into professional wrestling rather than
Well, that's
amateur
my
wrestling.
goal. I want free tickets.
free tickets to WWE, and that's what. So as soon as he comes out and starts walking, you're gonna hit
Is
him
that the
with
best
chairs and
road to
tables
free
and such.
tickets? The best road to free tickets is having a child, raising him
Yes.
for 18 to 20 years, indoctrinating him with that, and then at some point hoping that he rises to the top, overcomes like an opiate pill addiction, comes out on the other side, does DDP yoga.
Yep.
It seems like a pretty extensive
Well, I
extensive
also
way to
got
get
my
free
daughter in
tickets.
gymnastics, so I'm trying to get her in it too.
I think that's a good plan.
We got my son in ninja class, so it's essentially like little kid parkouring. Like he just runs and jumps on stuff and
Yeah,
climbs on
I
stuff.
think, and if he likes it and he goes all the time, he's not going to have the same problems we did.
I don't know,
where
because
we
you
were-
could have a kid that never exercises, but if you teach him proper nutrition and understand how food works, then, like, I don't think, because I was extremely active. I've stayed extremely active, actually, up until I started working with Michael.
I don't know. You got in a couple of car wrecks that put you down for a while.
Right, and I bounced back
Just
so
being
quickly.
honest here.
What do you mean put me down for a while? A day?
You were you had your
even
femur
when I
broken.
broke-
You were down for like a month.
No, even when my femur broke, I was walking the next, like, an hour after my surgery.
I don't know if you remember it correctly.
Oh, I do.
I mean, how many?
I was
how
walking-
many opioids
I was
were you on
walking
here?
2 opioids. I was walking an hour after the surgery, and then I had to exercise every single day because if you don't, recovery takes like a year or 2 years. And then I had to go to physical rehab, and then I had to have Becky help me rehabilitate my leg at home, and then started playing computer games because it hurt to stand. And then Callie was born. Like, whoa, that was like not even a month. Was it a month? Either way, it wasn't even a month. I'm not just a mental giant.
All right, yeah. So
I think I was gonna say I think I know a little more about your story of me seeing you a couple times during that time frame than you going through it.
yeah,
That's likely so.
You're right. If you teach your kids good nutrition, then you don't have to worry so much about them exercising. But
Because exercise,
you still want them out there and
right? Yeah,
exercise.
but
here's
the
my
type of exercise.
Go ahead.
It's not like you have. What I admire about people who do like ketogenic eating or like the wild diet, where they don't actually need to exercise to lose or maintain, is that that's sustainable. Like running 2 miles on the treadmill every day. I mean, there's a point in your life where I feel like you can't do it. I mean, you could probably walk or jog 2 miles, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's good when you can exercise a lot. Yeah, why not? But if you don't have the nutrition on lockdown, I mean, there's going to be a day where you did everything you could physically, and then now you're not prepared for, dealing with the kitchen.
Yeah,
but
Oh, go ahead.
You know what? One of the hardest things to do is teach a family member something or anything. I mean, you tried teaching me guitar. Remember that? That
Yeah,
was
but
a
then you learned
disaster.
bass because 4 strings worked.
Yeah, because I was my sausage links couldn't handle chords.
Yeah, I'm the same
But,
way. But
Well,
But like for instance, like mom and dad tried teaching us, certain things, and
What?
we said, like,
Tell me
what?
something.
Like you're gonna
What
call
did they
me
try
out
teaching
now?
us?
Well, essentially, let's say the importance of like the, for instance, like drugs and alcohol, that stuff. Dad had talks with me.
He didn't have talks with
And-
me.
Well, maybe he was worried about me.
Oh.
I don't know. Look at me. But, and I didn't really get into it, but I tried it. But it was just like one of those, like, if you're a parent, your kid's going to rebel at some point and not want to listen to what you're saying.
Drugs and alcohol.
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 Let me point this out quick before we move on, or just something that we do, that ever since Callie was little, we indoctrinated her with what food is. And so little kids, it's hard to teach them nutritional facts, right? So what we taught her was that basically what kind of food is this? Is this a protein food or a carb food or a fiber food? And then we'll ask, what's that do? So if you ask her what a protein food does, she'll say that it helps you build big, strong muscles. And if you ask her what a carb food does, she'll say it gives you energy. And then if you ask her what a fiber food does, she'll say it helps you poop. And so she it helps shape her the way she views food, but we have to keep on it. But I guess if it was explained to me in that manner at a young age, perhaps I would have been a little more conscious of what I was doing.
Maybe. I don't know that we could say that too much.
Yeah.
My daughter, she knows to look at the bag for calories, although she shouldn't really care about those right now. But she tells me how much calories are on things, which is good. But I think had they had all the calorie stuff out that they do now, that might have been helpful back then with kids.
Well, right. There's
Like when I worked at McDonald's when I was 15, and I would make myself a double quarter pounder Big Mac and eat it. I never even thought about calories, right? I never thought that would make me gain weight, and of course it did. But
I was the same way. I worked at Mickey D's for a little bit.
yeah,
And I mean, I didn't make myself something like that, but I used my sweet employee discount to get myself 2 McChickens for lunch every day at work.
oh yeah,
And those
Yeah.
are, and on top of it, I had soda, so I would just drink soda and eat McChickens all day.
yeah. And I would eat chicken nut. Like when I was making chicken nuggets, it'd be like one for you, one for me, one for you.
Watch, Shane's gonna get served by McDonald's.
Yeah,
oh, they'll come for you.
yeah.
Ronald
So
ain't no
okay,
Ronald ain't no joke, dude.
Yeah. Anyways,
All right.
to summarize that point, all I was getting at was we need to be careful about what our plan is, right? If you think exercising is incredibly important and you don't learn the nutrition side, like you could be in an accident and be paralyzed or something and not be able to do, you can just do arm exercises. I mean, if you can't lock the nutrition down, in my mind, it seems like almost nothing else matters.
nutrition is certainly 80%, but I do think when you said eating like keto is maintainable, I don't think that's maintainable.
It
don't
seems
think
like
so
it is.
Some
Yeah.
Well, why haven't you done it then?
Well, it seems like it is for some people. So
I thought you were
statistically,
gonna say it's
I was listening to a podcast about it. Statistically, I think they said 20% of people their body can't even enter a state of ketosis for a long period of time. So they'll just stay sick. Like they'll get the keto flu and keep it until they stop.
Yeah, I mean, every time I try to do it, get into ketosis, that keto flu kills me, and I try to get through it. And I have a couple times, but it's just, to me, it's not even worth it.
Yeah.
I like what I have going on now where I work out enough to offset my carbs. That being said, when we go to our weeks, I did lower my carbs this week too.
What are you at?
It helps
Do you
a
have a
little bit.
rigid line? Do you count your macros? Do you have a certain amount you're looking at?
Yeah, so my most important macro right now is protein, which it's hard to hit my protein goal, which is 180 grams. Ugh.
How do you determine that goal?
I just put it in my fitness pal and put in 35% or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Like I just used the percentage, and right now it's 180 grams of protein.
I read a meme online. It wasn't a meme. It was a picture that was shared. I misled you. Sorry. I read a meme online that said your protein intake should be, what is it? It's 1 gram of protein for every half pound of body weight you have. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I mean that's like the normal one, but a lot of hardcore people say it should be 1 pound, 1 gram per.
Could you imagine trying to eat 350 grams of protein?
It's of your lean body mass.
Could you imagine trying to eat 322 grams of protein?
Get out of here. So here's how you should think about it. Like, how much do you want to weigh?
Less, for sure.
So let's say 250 right now.
No, I mean, well, what's your end goal weight?
Okay. Are you asking like as a rhetorical question or as a serious?
Okay.
Just say what's your goal weight?
Well, I don't know. I would like to be as lean as possible. I just want to try it out and see what all the fuss is about.
Why is it so hard? What's your goal weight?
I don't know. I don't know. I've never been lean before, so like people,
they're numbers.
People are like, "Oh, I'd like to get to my high school weight," but I was obese in high school. So
okay. I think I can help you guys out with this dilemma. So you take the current number that you have now and you subtract another number to get to your
what
goal
number?
weight.
Wait.
What's the second number?
You don't subtract anything. You just say, "I want to be 200 pounds."
And
is
then
that my goal weight? Is it 200 pounds?
I guess.
All right, we'll say it is.
Your goal is probably 225.
All right, then my goal weight is 225.
Okay, your goal. So you should probably be eating 225 grams of protein.
Boy,
that's all that.
That's a lot.
All of that was for that.
That's a lot of protein.
It depends how much body fat you are. Like, let's say if you do 180, that means you can have 40 pounds of fat on you.
Wait.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Let's move on.
Yeah. All right,
Dr. Shane. Figure out where this was coming from.
Did you get your PhD at Mel Gibson School, did you?
Yeah, I did. But here's the deal.
Nice coat. Who shot the couch?
I'm eating 180 grams of protein. Okay.
Yeah.
And that should help me get to 180 pounds of lean body mass and keep that.
Boring.
All right. Let's move on.
All right. Before we move on, is that what your goal weight is? 180?
No, my goal weight's like 200, but I'm not going to be 0% body fat.
So 180 is your lean mass?
Yeah.
So 200. What's the lightest you've been as like a full-grown adult?
230.
How'd that feel? Is it amazing?
No, it sucked. I still wanted to be 200.
What about you, Michael? What's the lightest weight you remember as a full-grown adult?
As a full-grown adult, the lightest weight I remember.
Don't church it up either. I want a real weight.
No, I'm not churching. No, seriously, same as Shane. It was like 230. That was when I got my license.
230, eh?
230.
I thought you were smaller.
What about
than
when we went to Abraham Lincoln's house?
Oh, that could have been like my 220 days.
My 220 days.
Maybe even 200.
I gained. Well, here's what happened: the 220 to 230 took a long time, and then 230 to 330 took like no time, like a day.
So yeah, Michael was like the thinnest of us all in his adult life, and we went to.
And I wasn't.
We went to Abraham Lincoln's house. Mark, did you go with us? I don't think you went with us.
Nope.
So we have all these pictures of Michael with the wax statues, but none of you.
Yeah, I was punching John Wilkes Booth in the face.
Yeah, that's right. And then I got strep throat from Abraham Lincoln's house. You remember that?
Was it authentic, Shane?
Yeah, I got strep throat from Abraham Lincoln's house.
Remember going through the tour? There's like one person in the tour group. This happens everywhere I go. He was just like everywhere room we went into. No. There's a guy in the tour group that does this. He after talking about whatever in the house, I'm talking about every room. It gets quiet. The guy goes, "Is that authentic?" And
yeah, he did. He kept saying, "Is that authentic?"
And I was like, "What's it matter to you? Just enjoy it. Look at it. You're not going to go play with that toy. You're not going to play with the bedpan."
Didn't Homer Simpson go to Abe Lincoln's house and then find out that Abe Lincoln actually installed the legs that popped out if your chair fell back?
No, that was Edison.
Oh, Edison. Okay. Sorry, I got my fictional history messed
Abraham
up.
Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln didn't invent things. He was a president and a lawyer.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. All right,
Can't talk too much about the Lincoln.
No,
Yeah, we're gonna get Booth.
let's get into our weeks now. Who wants to start? I can start. Anybody else can start. Who wants
I'll
to
start. I've had a sad week this week. I said that in a way that it was like emotionally sad. It's not emotionally sad. I should say disappointing. So early on in the week, like I think literally literally the day after. Wow, that music's cutting in and out, isn't it? Boy, that'd be great if we could stop that.
Yep. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Here,
There we
here,
go.
I'll play another one. Okay.
You know what? I know why that is too,
All right.
because on our sound effects one, I didn't actually turn the stuff off that I told you guys to turn off before.
Oh,
I'm gonna do that right now.
Ooh.
Boom.
All right.
I tried to give you some mood music, and we just messed it all up. And now you're just gonna have to tell it without the mood music.
Okay. And I can cut this out later.
I'll be your
All right.
I'll be your
So
mood
that should-
music.
That should fix it. All right, let's test the sad music again
Okay.
real quick. Oh, there we go. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, my week hasn't gone very, very great. So okay, now that's actually distracting me. I'm gonna go ahead and stop that again. Boy.
Am I dumb?
All right, to the week. So I think it was the day after we recorded. I think it was Tuesday last week. I found like a bump on my leg that was actually turned out to be like an infection, and I sent a picture of it to my doctor instead of going in. I was like, "What's this?" And she responded back, "Looks like an infection. Go pick up antibiotics that I already sent to your place." And so I went to my place and picked up my antibiotics and started those. After I started taking those, I started getting really bad cramps like throughout my whole digestive system, like literally my esophagus all the way down to my rectum. And so everything just like hurt a lot, and I didn't know if it was from the antibiotics or not. And then I started getting really sick.
Rectum darn near killed him.
Then I started getting sick.
Sorry.
And then I finished getting sick, which I'm doing right now is being sick, but because I'd become sick, so now I am sick. And I was sick through the whole weekend at work and all that stuff. So I didn't get to go. I wanted to go to the gym 4 times this week. I only made it 3. And my diet wasn't on point, but I stayed within my caloric goals.
Yeah, that's good. So, yeah, calories is number 1. And then everything else is cake. So, as long as you did that, you're good.
Hopefully. We'll
Cool.
find out when we get that scale out.
Yeah, it's true. So, yeah, I don't know if I got much to say. That sucks. You were sick. What did you do when you went to the gym?
The
up
first 2 times I
everywhere.
went to the gym, I lifted body parts. I just did random whatever body parts weren't sore. I chose to lift, and I lifted pretty hard. And then I did 10 minutes on a treadmill uphill just fast walk, to get the blood going. And then I switched over to Arc Trainer, and I did that which is like an elliptical but more of a springy, stretchy one. And I did that for probably 25 to 30 minutes each day. And then today, which was the 3rd time I went, I did 30 minutes of stairs.
30 minutes of stairs?
Yeah, it was awful. My heart rate got up
That's no
super
joke.
high.
Yeah. I don't even touch the stairs anymore.
That's the only thing. So I used to just sweat walking in there, but my body's it just doesn't want to let go of that water for a while. There's a point where I can feel my body like unlock whatever chemically has to happen. It's like a switch. I feel it flip, and then I'll start sweating, but sometimes it takes 20 minutes to get to that point.
So you said your eating was bad, but you're on your calories. So approximately how much calories were you eating per day? Average?
So my TDEE, right? That's just like my going to work and existing. That is 2630, I believe. And a couple of the days I ate 3,000, but that was on the days that I went to the gym. And so I ended up at a deficit still, but it was like a manufactured deficit. Otherwise, it's around 2,500.
Wow. That's a lot. I'm only allowed like 1,800. I mean,
well, yeah. I mean, there's going to be a point, right, where I'm going to be down and I'm going to have to eat like you're eating, right? When I get to a smaller weight, I'll have to be eating less. I'm not sure.
Might as well just start doing it now.
Oh, that sounds miserable, Shane.
Well, you're going to have to do it at some point.
He's like, I'm never doing it.
I'll do it. I'll do it once I stop losing weight, which may be this week. We'll find out.
Huh. I don't understand. So why I would think you'd want to eat what you're going to be able to eat for the rest of your life. Why
well, so when you're
why eat all these calories now when you know
when you're
not
this
really
big,
eating
I don't know. What's your BMI, Shane?
I don't know. Probably obese, whatever it is.
Is it obese? Are you morbidly obese or obese?
Probably obese.
Okay. So morbid obesity, I thought that was like a street word. That's not. That's an actual medical term. And that's when you reach morbid obesity, which is a BMI of, I want to say it's like 45 or 42 or something and above. Once you reach morbid obesity, the reason that it's called that is because that's when your weight is supposed to start actually killing you, like detrimentally affecting your health.
Yeah.
So I've been morbidly obese.
Okay, so what's
forever.
with the eating? What's with the eating 2,500 calories? You want to stay morbidly obese?
That's not a lot of calories. But
yes, it is.
It's not. It's not. But no. If I drastically cut the calories, then what will happen is I'll do it for a while, and then something's going to happen. I'll have a kid or get in a car accident, and then I'm just going to run out of blanks to give. And so I've got to walk it down. I can just tell before, this was one of the big problems I had, was being like, you know what? I want to weigh 200 pounds. I'm going to eat like I weigh 200 pounds. And then I nail it and I lose 20, 30 pounds. And then something happens and then I don't care anymore. Now, granted, a femur break like changes. I don't know. It's weird. It changes your chemistry. Like everything, it's almost like you are killed and reborn. It's like a weird type of injury, but then having kids, you change too. But either way, right? Like detriment or crazy changes in life that occur, or tragedies.
Yeah, I get that, but I just think if you think that's gonna be the case at 1,800 calories or 2,000, why would that not be the case at 2,500?
Well, there's what's it called? Homeostatic. When your body reaches homeostasis, I believe it's estimated that it's somewhere between 3 and 6 months that your body actually reaches homeostasis. So a lot of nutritionists recommend that you lose 10% of your body weight and you maintain that weight for 3 to 6 months, and then you lose 10% again, maintain that weight again. Because what happens is if you're not in a state of homeostasis, your body wants you to be the weight that you normally are. So my body thinks I should be 350 pounds. And so if I try and counteract that,
it's going to be craving. Like it's almost like you're fighting with yourself because it really, your body wants to survive.
Right, yeah. If you're normally a certain way for a long time and then you change, something's different, your body's going to do whatever it can to try and make you get back to what it thinks is your proper homeostasis.
I think, here's what I think. And maybe we can look this up and figure this out. I think that's the case for like thinner people. For us, we can drop down to a normal 2,000 calorie diet, and we're not going to be in starvation.
No, it's not a matter of starvation mode. It's a matter of, it's a matter of your homeostatic weight.
I don't know. I guess we'll look that up.
Yeah,
I would venture to say that's.
I'm not saying it's impossible. That's what you just have to be a certain amount of mentally ill to like go from 3,000 a day to 2,000 a day, and then keep that forever.
Well, here's my problem. How are you even getting up to 2,500 without eating complete garbage?
Well, I eat complete garbage.
Okay. Well, there's your problem.
So it'd be like I guess some days maybe the calories lower than that. But yeah, most of the time it's a salad, which that doesn't count as the garbage. That's just thrown in. It's fodder. And then I'll have, all right, I guess I eat pretty okay. I just eat a lot of it. I was just thinking about it. I'm like, I have chicken and veggies, and then sometimes like I'll have a hamburger. So I guess it's not that bad, but Still, right? It's
All
it's
right.
not. I'm not eating quinoa and green stuff.
Well, neither am I, but when I say garbage, I mean things like, I guess, pizza, but pizza's not even really. I don't know.
Pizza.
We'll move on.
I thought of a different way to describe pizza. We should have a segment sometime where we think of healthier ways to describe what a food is, or like like a way that you could describe something to trick somebody. And pizza. This doesn't sound healthy, but I was thinking about it, and I was like, isn't pizza just like fried cheesy spaghetti bread? Just bread. It's bread with some stuff on it.
It's bread with cheese on it. Yeah. Some stuff on it. But I get a veggie sometimes, so there's that.
I was thinking about that.
Olives on it.
Is it healthier? get this right, because I was on like a pizza, like an app, ordering a pizza one time, and I was clicking add veggies, and when I clicked add veggies, it said add 100 calories, and I was like, wait a minute. So is getting a cheese pizza better than getting a veggie pizza?
Huh. Good question. I don't know. The veggies provide, besides the calories, they provide
Fiber.
other things.
Yeah.
That's why I get them. I like having like tomatoes and stuff on my pizza when I do pizza. Okay.
You just don't like having frozen pizza at work.
No, never. Never will,
With your
never
friends.
did. Okay. So I think we can move on. So that was interesting.
Yeah, so that was my week.
All right. So I'll go next, I guess. So my week was good. It was great. As I posted on our Facebook page and everywhere on the website, Instagram, all that stuff, which you guys just go to our website. You can find all that stuff, where to follow us everywhere. I did 12 hours of exercise last week. That consisted of about almost an hour in the morning and then another almost an hour at night.
Wow.
So about 45 in the morning and 45 at night. So basically I work out twice a day now. I wake up about 5 a.m. and I go to the gym, 45 minutes on the elliptical or something like that. Basically here's how I make the time go by really fast. Two things. Number one, I have a calorie goal. So I don't leave the elliptical until I hit 400 or 500 calories. So this week it was 500, last week it was 400. But when I hit 500 calories, then I'll get off and I'll lift some weights for the last 100 calories, and then I'll leave. And the other thing I do to make it go fast is I do interval training, where I just go really fast for 30 seconds and then slow down for 30 seconds. You'll be amazed at how fast that makes the time go by. It's really crazy. And it makes your calorie burns off the charts when you do it that way. So that's what I've been doing. As far as eating, I haven't eaten great, but I did drop down my carbs, like I said. And I'm doing them I'm trying to have 75 carbs, 75 net carbs, that is, per day. And that's going pretty well. I've done that pretty well. And that's about it. So the other thing I'll say is so the gym thing is in the morning. At night I come home and I'll just do things on my own, or I'll watch one of those YouTube videos. I'll just punch in the air or something just to get my heart going.
Gosh, I want to see that. I want to see it so bad.
Yeah. Nope. Nobody will ever see it. I go in my basement and I do it.
So here's what happens if his wife comes downstairs or somebody sees it, he's just gonna start yelling bees. There's bees everywhere.
Bees.
But the point is you can there's no excuse not to get more exercise in at night. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting there watching TV, so I'll just go downstairs. I got my heart rate monitor, so I know how much calories I'm burning. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do 400 calories. I'll be back. And I just do it 400 calories, whatever it takes. Punching. I'll do punches and kicks and stuff, but based on this video that I watched. Today I did DDP yoga for 45 minutes to burn the calories. So it's just, that sort of thing. So my goal now is to burn 1,000 calories a day with exercise and eat 1,800. So my net calories is about 800 a day, which I think is going to work pretty well.
Nice. I don't know. It just got quiet, and I was like, okay,
Yeah, it did.
I'll just say something. like that's sad. No, that's awesome. I think I guess the only question I have is, what kind of deficit are you trying to set for yourself? As much as possible, or you're just trying to reach what MyFitnessPal set up for you?
No, MyFitnessPal can't even chart what I'm doing here.
Ooh, they can't keep up.
No, they can't. Like, according to MyFitnessPal, I have 2,000 extra calories I can eat per day, but I don't count that. So my goal: eat 1,800 calories and burn 1,000 calories. With like my Fitbit and everything like that, so it tracks all day how much I'm burning. I'm total burning about 5,000 calories, and I'm only consuming about 800 after all is said and done as far as deficits and whatnot.
Wow.
So, and this is something I think is maintainable. I don't know. It's better than playing video games, I guess. I could be sitting upstairs playing video games, or I can come down here and knock out a 40-minute workout.
You could join me and Mark on Black Ops and win.
Yeah.
Like we did last night. We did nothing but win. We got tired of winning, so we quit.
That's true. That is actually what happened. I'm very excited that that's what happened.
Okay, here's what you can do for Black Ops. Like, remember my Black Ops protocol from episode 1?
Yep.
You can just so stand up while you're playing. You play, and then when you die, do some hardcore cardio until you respawn. That's 20 seconds of cardio. You'll burn 400 calories in that hour that you're playing or something.
Yeah, but that's almost
you guys
like
will burn way more than this.
Yeah, but that's almost like playing farming simulator. You're doing work while playing.
I know, but I'm telling you, it's great.
Just the Black Ops protocol. We need to trademark that.
Yeah, so just play it because I die a lot, so that's what I do. 20 seconds, hit the interval really hard, and then it's off.
I'm gonna try that this week. I'm gonna try that.
I just have an issue with the punching the air. I've got to know. How are you doing this fast? Are you punching?
Do you want to see a video
up toward your head? Are you pretending like there's a speed bag, or what are you doing?
So, remember those videos that I have on the website. So if you go to thebrothersfat.com and you click on workout videos, there's a couple of those from the Team Body Project, and one of their workouts they have a punching set, I guess you call it. So I do that. It just gets my heart rate up really fast, so that's why I do it.
Okay.
And it doesn't hurt my knees or anything. It just gets it going really fast.
I too suffer from hurt kneesosis and hurt elbows and shoulders and hips osis.
Yeah. So DDP Yoga has a knees and hip exercise you can do, which I did that today. I did 2 DDP Yogas today. So I did that first, and then I did another one to burn calories. And that did help the knees a lot. It stretched them out pretty good. So I think tomorrow I'll be feeling pretty good. So give that a try.
I'm going to give that a shot. I want to start doing DDP yoga because I want something that I can have Becky do with me as well for exercise.
Yeah, so that was my week. It went pretty good. And I think I can do it forever.
Good work. Yeah, if you're comfortable with that, you just keep going. And as long as you don't hurt yourself or get to a point where you're just burn yourself out. I think that's the word I want to look for is burnout. You can go and then burn yourself out.
Story of my life.
We use that term a lot for church volunteers because people will do that. They'll get so overzealous and they're like, yeah, I want to do this, and this, and then they get involved with all this stuff, and eventually they'll just say, I don't know about all that, and just leave.
Dude, there's something this business leader guy, he was speaking at a conference I was at a church conference. The business leader guy that was talking, though, he's talking about organizational leadership. One thing he mentioned was whenever somebody tells you, how do you word it? He was like, whenever somebody tells you that they're here forever and they got you and they got your back, that you need to have a tiny funeral for them in your head. He's like, just have the tiny funeral in your head, and then when they leave later on, he's like, just know that they're going to leave, and when they do leave later on or disappoint you, he's like, then it's okay. It's not as emotional. And I get the point that those are specifically the type of people, right, that get really excited about stuff. That's who I am. I get really excited. I get really focused. I want to do everything all the time. And then I'll burn myself out or something on it. And that's why I'm trying to be careful with dropping the calories and walking down the calories and walking up the exercise and walking in general.
And just walking.
Just walking.
Yeah, just walking. Yeah, I get that all. I burned out on a lot of things.
Which things?
But
what things?
I think our family
programming
in general.
and stuff. Program, but I've burned out on stuff, and I think I'm not going to burn out on this just because I've got the system down. I made it so it's not boring for me. That was the biggest problem. Like, I couldn't. If you told me to go on a treadmill for 10 minutes, I would hate it. But now that I got this thing down where it's like, okay, I'm changing things up every 30 seconds, so I got to pay attention to the clock, and then I only have to do it 40 times or something like that.
You know, there's a Gold's Gym Express out here that has a really good idea that I want to set up, and that's like they have a cinema room where you could just go on a treadmill and you walk on the treadmill, you could jog and watch movies.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I did the elliptical and watched Star Wars Rogue One. That's where I saw Rogue One at.
At the gym?
Yep.
It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool setup where you're like, okay, I'll watch a movie and just take my mind off of it. I think that's a very, very good idea.
Yeah, you could do that with your phone too, right? Just bring your phone to the gym with you.
Yeah, but
I actually used to do cardio and watch. I would do cardio and watch wrestling.
I need to get a.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I need to get a Buddha box so I can wear that while I.
Oh, you know what I did too? Speaking of that, so there's a cool UFC fight on this weekend. I don't know if you guys are into that or not, but
I like to pretend like I'm into it.
There's a UFC on over the weekend. Saturday night, I'm sitting there. I'm watching the fights. It's like 11 o'clock. I'm bored. What do? I do some interval training. I put in 20 minutes of interval training while I'm just watching some of the fights, some of the boring fights. So, yeah, it's just like when you're sitting there doing nothing and bored, just get up and burn some calories. Why not?
Why not? That's going to be the slogan of the year.
Yeah.
Why not?
And, okay, I forgot the most important and the funniest part of my week. Now I was thinking about it. So I kicked Planet Fitness to the curb. I went there. I canceled my membership.
So did you walk in? You're like, you know what? I'm done with this establishment.
Yeah.
I am not happy. I am not happy.
No, basically. So what happened was.
Yeah. What happened?
So we have a YMCA here, and I went there years ago, like probably 7-8 years ago. I was a member for a while, and then I quit going because they would open at like 6 and close at like 6 or something like that. So I really could never make it into the workout because I have to work out either earlier or later, right? So I canceled it, and I'm like, I'm out of here. So and then Planet Fitness opened, so I can go 24 hours. So I got a membership there. So then I was like, hey, let me check the YMCA out again and see how they're doing. Because I kind of wanted to do some swimming. And checked it out, and they upgraded the facility. And they now have 24-hour access, and they open earlier. So you can either pay $15 to go 24 hours. You just got to buy this card once. Or you can just come in at 5:30, which that works for me too. Then they have all this new cardio equipment in there and everything. Like, they have an elliptical in there, and it's got Netflix built in. It's crazy.
That's all. I've never seen that yet.
Yeah, you don't even need your phone. It's just like you log into Netflix and stuff. It's crazy. And Hulu and everything. But it's got all that built in. And then also, you got like a phone app, and so that's where I put in how much calories I want to burn. And it just knows how I log in through my phone. It knows how many calories I want to burn. And I just start going until I burn those calories. So I was like, okay, I think I'm going to go back to the YMCA. They have more there. Plus, for just like $20 more, I can get all the family in, right? So my wife and daughter, even though she's too young to go, but she can go swimming and stuff. So it was worth it to go to YMCA. So kicked out Planet Fitness. And here's the kicker of it. I go there on January 17th, right? And
The 17th. Long.
17th. This is important.
All right. Remember the dates here.
I'm canceling both my wife's and I's membership there, right? And she's like, okay. So she goes in and does a thing, and she's like, okay, you're going to be a member until February 17th. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah. I walked in on the day that I paid for the month. I didn't have no idea. So I paid $40 for the whole month, and I happened to walk in that day to cancel it. If I walked in a day before, I would have saved $40, which is crazy.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
That would only happen to a Burgess.
I know. So crazy. So then, all right, let's get on. This thing's dragging on. Here's the meat and potatoes. So they have a step class at this YMCA. I'm like, I'll go check this thing out. So I walk in, and there's just like some old ladies and an really old guy. He's probably in his 60s or something. So I walk in the door, and I just like turn around and walk back out. And the guy's like, hey, where are you going? We can still, some people can fit in here. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll be back. So,
he's like, nope.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was like. So then I was like, okay, I'll just go, because I really wasn't feeling the cardio equipment. So I was like, I'll try it out and see if it's fun or not. So I get in there, I put my step out. I have to be in the front of the class because I'm last person. That's the worst. So everybody has to stare at me while I'm trying to do this stuff.
I always enjoy the show because my butt crack is going to show.
Yeah, exactly. So we get going, and we have to start with these weights. And one of the exercises is to hold the weight above, like behind your head, kind of like for your triceps. And of course, my shirt's all coming up, my belly's showing.
Yeah.
Now I'm in front of the mirror. I'm in the front of the whole class. This is just crazy. So I like hurry up and get out of that maneuver, fix my pants, and then we start going. She's the lady up front. She's all like, who, left and right, and they're going left. I'm going right. They're going up. I'm going down. It's like
you gotta go a couple times to get the rhythm of these things,
gosh. Man. Yeah, I'm bumping into people. I'm falling. I'm knocking things over. It was crazy. So then,
did you do an accidental fart and bumbling?
Yeah. So I was there doing my thing, and then like my heart rate got up to 170, and it never went down. This lady did not take any breaks. It was just constant going. So every so often, I just had to stand there and walk because I was like, I don't want to die here in step class. Like I was gonna die in step class. So I'm like, I'll be back. I'm thirsty. So I walk out. I'm all breathe heavy. Walk away from so nobody sees me. I'm like, get my heart rate back down to like 140 so I can get back in there. But it was nuts, man. And she's like, and I had to leave because I had to go to work. And she's like, it was kind of early. The class didn't end yet. And she's like, oh, you did good today. I'm like, yeah, all right. So yeah, I'll be back. But I don't think so. I'm out of there.
You mentioned that you were fixing your pants, and it just made me realize that a flashback. You know how before you die you have a flash, like your whole life flashes before your eyes. When you said that just now, I had a moment where it could arguably be most of my life has been spent readjusting my pants and trying to retuck my undershirt into them so my butt crack doesn't show.
I know. So.
There's nothing you can do. I've tried everything. I thought
about doing glue.
I think you know what?
Adhesive.
I'm like I honestly thought like I'm just gonna clip on some suspenders to these shorts.
I came up with this idea.
You're gonna give up against suspenders?
He already has.
I got some.
There's no turning back.
I got some, and they don't
He already
work.
has suspenders.
Yeah, they don't work. They don't work. I've tried them.
I did notice well, all right, so anyway, I thought of this idea for fat people. Maybe you could tell me whether or not you think this is marketable, okay? What if we had fat people shirts and pants, and this could be gym wear or daily wear, dress clothes, I don't care, just all types of clothes. Where the shirt,
like a muumuu?
No, where the shirt velcros to the top of the pants.
Oh yes, I would buy them.
Right? Well, hey, how about better yet? Why don't we just make onesies like for babies, but for fat people, where you gotta button it under it so your shirt never comes up.
I know. I'm jealous of my top
I know,
because I have to give onesies once in a while.
The shirt stay tucked in.
That's perfectly tucked all the time. That's nice.
Yeah, the shirts stay tucked in and nice. Oh man.
Well, you know what's nice too? Like when you start actually losing inches. So think about this. Like my shirt has to go all the way down my body, right? But your fat, your waist. So whatever it is, my waist is 50 inches or something, right? So it's got to stretch out 50 inches around, right? So if I lose, Sorry, I'm seeing something here. If I lose like 4 or 5 inches or something like that around my waist, my shirt will finally go down and my belly won't show when I raise my hands up.
You have the figure on that. A friend of mine pointed out me and another friend. I have a lot of fat friends. I have some skinny ones too, though. I don't discriminate. But my friend Matt, who he's a little overweight. He just fancies himself a fat kid, and he's just happier being fat. But he's not fat like me, to where the doctor, where people are scared if he falls. He's just like fun fat, playful fat, right? So anyway, we were hanging out I used to work with him. We were hanging out at the shop, and another friend came over who was very thin, and he was like stretching out. And Matt said, "Hey man, I noticed that, like you're the type of skinny where the top part of your pants shows above your belt. It doesn't curl over the belt." He was like, "Man," he was like, "I've only been skinny like that once." It's like when I was 18 and I stopped eating and started smoking.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, the pant curling is the worst because the belt buckle digs right into your
So I have
gut.
this dream. I want to be thin enough at some
blisters.
point. I'm convinced I'm going to have a lot of extra skin. We'll see, but I'm convinced of that.
Ooh, you can have a built-in squirrel suit to dive off mountains with.
I could, but I want to tuck in a shirt and wear pants with a belt and see the top of the pants. That's what I want. That's it. Well, and to live more
funny.
than 20 years.
Yeah,
That's my goal too. I always wanted to wear a belt. Like people have belt buckles. I'm like, you'll never see mine, so I just don't.
Yeah,
get
my
them.
belt buckles are a mystery. Like I wear belts, every day, but man, nobody would know.
Yeah, I know. Man.
The good thing is, I mean, we put on the pants; they're so tight, and then, I mean, with my problem, even with a belt, they just slide right down because there's so much fat pushing on everything.
Yeah.
On all sides.
Michael accidentally bought a stretchy belt, and I'm actually jealous.
Well, I buy they have stretch jeans now.
Yeah, those are great.
It's a little bit stretchy. They are nice.
Yeah, I just got a pair of those. I actually got them on accident. That's how good they are. I didn't know they were stretchy jeans. I just got the jeans. I thought they looked nice. Took them home, put them on. I don't try them out at the store. I took them home and I put them on, and I was like, "Whoa, this is pleasant." So I started wearing them to work. Nobody knows.
So do you have guff with changing rooms, or are you thinking you have to change right in the middle of the store?
If I had to change in the middle of the store, I'd try it once. I don't like to knock stuff without trying them. But no, I don't like I just don't like the time it takes to go, and the fact that I got to find somebody, and then they got to wait outside the door with give me a number and wait outside the door.
No, normally I walk up and I march up like I'm Clint Eastwood. I'm like, "Where's my room?" And then kick the door open, slam it shut, and then try some clothes on, and then I'm like, none of it fits, and then I leave it all hanging in.
I just don't like to be. I don't like to be vulnerable in there. That's all. I just feel extra vulnerable whenever I'm in a changing room, because the bottom of the door is up so high and the top of the door is down so low, and someone's waiting. They know I'm in there and they know I'm changing, and also this thing might not fit, and then I'm like, I don't know. I'd rather wear a full body suit.
Just quickly get rid of it if it doesn't fit, and throw it to the
and
next
then crawl
stall.
underneath the divider and leave without her knowing.
Crawl underneath the
she's gonna know that I'm a 3X, not a 2X.
Yeah.
I gotta
You ever
get
think
outta
those
here.
people hear the disappointment in somebody who doesn't realize how fat they've gotten? They buy their normal size, they go in.
Oh, I bet.
There's got to be a good number of loud sighs. Just
Yeah.
so, like, I know I've done it, and it's just without thinking about it.
I've done it.
Oh, if she asks,
Sure.
I'm just going to tell her that I don't like it, and that's the reason I'm
So
not getting it.
next time you go change, if you change the store, just talk to yourself out loud in the mirror, and just be like, "Oh, not again! I can't believe this happened.
Another
I can't
size?
believe this. Oh, my Lanta."
Oh, my Lanta.
Or you can use the phrase, "Oh, my stars, for the love of Liza."
Oh, my
What?
stars, for the love of
For
Liza.
the love of Liza.
Well, with
But
that
again,
said,
you should do it. You should do it as Smickle.
Oh, my stars, for the love of Liza.
That's it.
all right, with that said, let's get on to Mike's week.
Oh, yeah, Michael still has a week.
Yeah, I did. I did. A
Was your week?
And
How was
It
your
was
week?
it was good. It was good. It was an absolutely good week.
Emotionally or dietitianally? What are you talking about here?
All of it was good.
Okay.
Everything was good. So I've been, like I said, every day I want to live, like, make the better choice wherever I'm at, whatever I'm doing. And of course, with the pizza and the chili dogs and all that mess from last week, that was not a good choice. And I accepted the responsibility and consequences of that. But after that and the disappointment I felt because of that, I picked myself up and I kept going. And so
That's the important part of the story. Of course, we're going to make fun of you for eating that stuff, but as long as you keep going, that's what's important.
absolutely.
Getting made fun of
Like,
is important,
there's-
too, though.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
point. There's no point in quitting just because I had one bad day, And but it is a funny story to talk about everything I ate. It's almost like the 12 Days of Christmas song, but with food. Two chili dogs.
5
But,
pieces of pizza, a whole sleeve of Oreos.
3 bags of chips.
And and a nice cheesecake to end it.
I was
off.
about to say, and some cake. Oh, my.
Cake, too? This is out of control.
There was no cake, but I figured that'd be a good
you
touch to
split
the
that.
song.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was gonna say.
So I picked
So
myself
this week
back
you
up.
made some better choices, you're saying.
Yeah, I made better choices. Let's say the first choice I made was doing that training that you sent over to YouTube, that intro to cardio.
How was that?
There's nothing intro about
Sounds like
it,
a college
but
class.
It was good. It's a low impact HIT training, right? High
Yeah.
intensity. Low impact.
Didn't it go by
HIT.
fast? That's what I loved about it.
It went by really quickly, and I realized in the middle of it how weak my shoulders are because I had to put them in the air. And after one set, I was crying.
What do you mean put them in the air?
Like you had to walk back and forth and put your arms up and pull your shoulders back.
Oh.
And you just had, that was like part of the set. And I did one set of it, and then he was like, "All right, set 2," and I was like, "What?"
Did you have to wave them like you just
Wait.
didn't care?
I did care, and I didn't wave them though.
Mark, you should, since 2 of the brothers fat have tried this, you should try this video too.
You got to do it. So
I love it. Like,
I
you'll
want to
burn
say it was
500
great.
calories on it.
I'd rather
was
do stairs
fantastic.
for 30 minutes.
Wait,
500
everything,
calories?
I'm still
How
sore.
fast? How long is this?
30
Half
minutes.
hour.
30 minutes.
I'll compare that to the stairs. We'll see.
So it was 30 minutes nonstop. I didn't stop at all. I didn't pause it. I didn't walk away. I stuck it all the way through, and I broke a good sweat, breathing heavily.
Did you break a bad
heart
sweat
rate
too?
up. I broke a bad sweat. I stunk it up a little bit, and so I got through that workout, and I've been sore since. Like, I'm still very sore. I'm still recovering. So I've been wanting to do it again, and I haven't had like a moment to do it. So starting tomorrow, in the first thing in the morning, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that same workout again.
Well, I mean, as far as like having a moment to do it, that's the cool thing about it. It's on YouTube. You just need your phone or TV or something.
In
And
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Yeah. So I know you work for 3 days for a long time, but you have 4 whole days that you could
Exactly.
squeeze 30 minutes. Why not do 2 of them? That's what I'm saying. But
See, that's where I want to get to. So I think I'm past that sore now. I want to do it again and see what happens, and just increase the intervals of that. So I did that workout, and I thought it was fantastic. I want to do it. I want to keep doing that.
I loved it. They have so many workouts too, man. It's like, so it's called Team Body Project. We have their videos on our website as well, so you can watch them there. And I even put in a little like calorie calculator, so it'll tell you if you put in your weight, it'll tell you how much calories you'll burn if you do it, pretty intensely. It's an estimation, of course, but it's a pretty cool thing.
I got 2 words for you, Shane. Standing abs.
Standing abs.
They do standing abs.
Yeah.
And it was the most embarrassing thing for me. I could imagine somebody watching me.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to do crunches while standing up. These skinny people on TV are doing it fine. I'm like, oh, this is weird for me.
Oh, I know it.
But it was a really good workout. I felt really good afterwards, and I'm excited to do it again.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to probably do one tomorrow night. As a matter of fact.
So that's what I'm going to continue this week. I liked it a lot. The 30 minutes is what I need. Perfect amount of time. Perfect workout. I felt good afterwards. I can get through the day.
Yeah.
So moving beyond that, at one point, I went to church, so I didn't really eat anything. I didn't eat very much. So I stayed within my within 2,000 calories. I wasn't trying to make a decision not to eat, but it was just very busy on Wednesday, so I didn't get a lot of food in. And what happened is we got rid of all the Mountain Dew, so I have only hint water with zero calories, regular water, and
super water,
which has steroids in it. So I avoid the steroids till I lose weight. But so that's all. I've been drinking better like fluids, and then we went to Red Robin. We went out to eat, and I had a wedgie burger, I think is what it's called, and it was a burger wrapped in lettuce with guacamole and bacon and cheese, and it was fantastic. It was a great burger. It was only like what 500 calories,
yeah,
something like that. So after dinner, I felt really good, and then I got lunch while I was at work this weekend, and I made choice to get a wrap or a flatbread sandwich, and just been feeling very good. So
good choices. Now, shall we go into the Red Robin thing for a minute here?
You want to talk about
just to hash it out? So for those that don't know.
So just so you know, there were fries and the sugar drink involved.
Yes. So for those who don't know, this all went down on Facebook, and I was like, oh, we got to talk about it on the show. And what happened was Michael posted the picture of the burger, and it was a low-carb burger. So I was like, you didn't ruin that low-carb meal with fries and a sugary drink, to which you replied,
yes.
Yes. And Mark tries to jump in and be the hero and say, hey, there's nothing wrong with that, man.
No, I didn't say there's nothing wrong with that. I said, what kind of sick person wastes money at Red Robin and doesn't get fries? And then I said, I'd rather stay home.
Okay.
What you were suggesting is this unethical, immoral use of funds at a beautiful place with endless fries. The point I was making
we had a gift
The
card.
point I was making was don't even go there if you're gonna get. What'd you suggest other than fries and a drink?
You get the side salad.
It was like 2 almonds and an uncooked rice.
No, side salad, iced tea.
Cooked rice.
I mean, I guess what I don't understand, I don't think you realize that the reason you get overweight is you eat too much. You eat too much bad stuff, right? This is how you get overweight. So you
I don't know if you
do
know
that
this.
anymore, and then you lose weight. You see, this is how this works.
That doesn't sound. That doesn't sound right. Point being made. right?
You see, if you eat too much.
like see the methodology you're describing here is you'd be like, yeah, so all you do is you go to your favorite Chinese place and then you ask them, hey, do you have any uncooked broccoli? And they're like, sure. And then you give them $10. They give you 3 ounces of uncooked broccoli. And then you say, hey, do you have a hot tea? And they're like, yeah, sure. Does it have calories? Yeah, it has a few calories. All right, never mind. Give me some water. Then you've got the water and the broccoli, and you've only spent $14.
No, I mean, first of all, you don't go to a Chinese restaurant when you're on a diet.
Oh, yes,
so
you do. They sell vegetables,
kick
Shane.
that off.
They have vegetables.
Okay. Secondly, when you don't stop going out to eat.
You just said.
I guess what I'm saying.
You just said, like literally 20 seconds ago. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but you get overweight by eating too much bad stuff.
Yeah. So you have that burger, that low carb burger. You're like, okay, I'm gonna do a low carb thing right now. So basically, what I'm saying is, you have your 500 calorie meal there. So the burger with the fries is like 800 calories. And did you get a refill on your drink?
I did not know.
Okay. Oftentimes you'll get a refill on a 300 calorie drink. Now that's 600 calories in just drinks. I mean, that's where you go overboard. That's why you get an iced tea or a diet, even a diet Pepsi or diet Coke. So you don't have to worry about the calories.
They put holes in your brain.
Yeah, but the cool thing is they taste so bad that when you drink them, you don't want to refill.
Oh, I love my diet Coke.
I was going to say Diet Coke tastes pretty good. And you know what? Diet Cherry Dr. Pepper tastes the most like its counterpart from any other soda that I've ever tried.
Here's what I'm on now is a thing called Zevia. It's expensive. It's like $9 for a case, but it's sweetened with stevia, so it's all natural.
It's a pop, or what is it?
Yeah, it's a pop. So I have like a Dr. Stevia or something like that, like Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Stevia.
So Meyer has it. Of course, you can probably, excuse me, you can get it at Whole Foods and Trader Joe's and stuff. But that's kind of what I've been doing.
I know. Have you guys ever had like the Pepsi or Coke with quote unquote real sugar? It tastes horrible.
I haven't. No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh, I tried it.
It's bad.
Tried what? What is it?
But at any rate,
it's like Pepsi with quote unquote real sugar.
Oh.
It tastes bad.
To go back, you do deserve credit for not getting the bun. You probably saved 200 calories with that. So you probably still had like 1,100 calorie meal.
Yeah, that's what I figured because I seen the fries. I was getting the drink. I was planning it was going to be around 1,200. That was my guess. And what I did prior to the day is I didn't eat very much because I anticipated because we planned out we were going to Red Robin that night. So I anticipated that being my biggest meal.
I mean, if you're planning your day around it, that's fine. That's fine
so
too.
like what I had prior to that was like yogurt.
Okay.
Nothing really heavy. So,
fair enough.
So I did get by.
So I'll say this one thing. Like the one thing I did say is that sugary drink should be off the table, and I think Mark took umbrage with such a thing.
No, it's not. You're misconstruing what I said. I'm saying don't waste your money at Red Robin if you're not going to get good Red Robin stuff.
No, but also what you said is it's impossible to not have a sugary drink for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah, no, that is true.
Okay. What about one a year?
Sure.
Okay.
How about one a month?
One a month? No. One a year. I don't have sugary. I go like years without having a drink with sugar in it.
That's false. Artificial sweetener still elevates your blood sugar.
No,
and insulin levels rise, and you gain fat from it, and you don't have the ability to withdraw from your fat cells. So consuming
there's no calories.
Right, but consuming artificially sweetened drinks constitutes a similar response as consuming regular sugary drinks in your body.
We don't know that for sure.
We do. It's fact. You can look it up.
It's not fact.
It is. It's a fact.
How is it how do you store calories when there's no calories?
I don't know if it's you storing calories. It's that you can't access your fat cells when you do consume those drinks.
Oh yeah, maybe, but you're not storing.
Maybe is my favorite response, by the way, to things I disagree with.
I'm not disagreeing. Like that's different from like, okay, if you drink Pepsi, if you drink 10 cans of Pepsi, you're going to gain like a pound of weight. Because that's 3,500 calories. Right?
Yeah.
If you drink 10 Diet Cokes, maybe you don't lose any weight, but you're not going to gain any.
How about this? So if you drink 10 cans of Pepsi, isn't it weird that you can drink? I was thinking about this. I'm like, so if I ate a pound of food, I'm a pound heavier. But if that food I ate that was a pound was like 10,000 calories, I'll be 3 pounds heavier. Isn't that weird? That's just weird.
I don't follow.
Yeah, that is weird.
Right? Because you can eat. I could think of a pound of food that would put more than a pound on me.
Like a piece of pizza.
Well, it would be more than one piece of pizza.
I don't know.
Actually, I don't know if you could find a pound of food.
That'll be this week. I'm going to see if I could put together a 1 pound meal that'll put 3 pounds of fat on.
All right. So let's finish up with Mike's week.
So I mean that was essentially my week. Then I ended up going to work, and then we're very active at work, so I'm all over the place, sweating and walking around and being miserable at walking around because I have to move and I'm fat. So hopefully I could be less fat and move better soon. But that was my week.
Cool.
I thought it went pretty good. I'm going to take my C- D+ I gave myself last week and move it up to a straight B.
Good. See, that's what you want to do is move forward. Upward mobility is important.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it in my grandpa's pajamas, man.
Yeah.
In a snowstorm.
But I guess what I'm saying too about the YouTube video workout. I mean, there's almost no excuse not to do it on your days off. Just do it at least once, and maybe twice. There's more than one video, and just burn
I also
those
want to
calories.
add. There's you didn't need any equipment. I didn't need any, furniture or anything like that. It was all just body weight essentially.
Yeah, I think they're pretty great. It's about the best workout video. Besides,
really
DDP
good.
yoga is great for a different reason, but these things are great. Like, it just goes by so fast. 30 minutes, you can't even believe it went by that fast.
Yeah. So my goal is I want to do more of that this week.
Cool.
So that's my plan.
All right. So again, we've gabbed and clucked a bit. Now we're at an hour and 10 minutes here. So I think it's time for the weigh-in.
All right. You know what? I want to go first this time.
Okay, 1 second.
All right, Mike's going first.
That was a great intro.
All right, Shane, why don't you pass the scale over to him?
Okay, 1 second here. Hold on. Getting the scale. Getting the scale. Getting the scale. Here goes the scale. Ready, Michael?
Yep.
Oh boy, that scale looks stressed.
It's very stressed. 332.8 pounds.
332.
Last week you were 334?
Yep.
Wow.
So you lost a total of
1.2 pounds?
330.
Yep.
330. So lost 1.8 pounds.
1.2.
That's
1.8 pounds?
So that's the trend I want to be going on.
1.2.
1.2 pounds.
So 1.2 pounds. So I figured I lost the least because I didn't get to work out as much as I wanted to. But I'm starting to make daily better food choices and no more pop in the house. It's all 0 calorie. It's water or flavored water, essentially.
cool.
But yeah.
Well, a loss is a loss. That's good. 1 pound down.
And the good thing, the point that you made that I would like to emphasize, especially for anyone who's starting out like 355 or more, where you're in the morbid category. I don't think Shane's actually in the morbid. It might be just me and Mike here. But all you got to do to start out is just every day just do one thing. Pick one thing that's better than you normally do. If you get a pizza every day, get half a pizza. I don't know. But start that way, and then
just start small and start making the better choices. Turn it into habit.
Yeah, once you see a little bit of a trend, it'll really spike you into wanting to do more.
Yeah, once you start seeing that you can do these things, like the big thing for me was going to the gym and not getting bored on things. Once I crack that code, like, oh, if I do interval training, I don't get bored. That's it. Now I can't wait to go. So this morning, I set my alarm for 5. I wake up at 4:30 now, every day, before my alarm goes off to get ready. But I can't go to the gym because it's open till 5:30. But so I just sit there.
You're camped out in front of the door waiting for them to be unlocked.
Well, I have to buy the access key tomorrow, then I can get in earlier. But once you you just gotta find what you think is fun and do that, and keep your calories under control. Calories are king. Like, I was just reading an article today, and I'll maybe post it. It was basically said those who keep a food log lose twice as much weight as those who don't. So if you don't keep a food log, then basically what's happening is you go to Red Robin, you grab the fries, you grab the sugar drink, and you're thinking you only ate like 600 calories, but you ate 1,200, right?
Probably 16 or 1,800.
Yeah, so that's why tracking everything is really important.
Yeah, it's just a budget, right?
Yep.
Just like you do with your finances, you got to do it with your food and your caloric
exactly. Budgeted money goes farther. Budgeted calories go farther.
All right, I think I'll weigh in next. I'm gonna get.
Don't let me go last. I had a bad week.
Before we scale, I just have a question.
Yep.
So, I'm an active churchgoer, and I believe in the tithe. Can I tithe 10% of my body weight?
10% of your body.
10% of your body weight. Yeah.
Can I tithe that?
Yeah, I guess. Email your pastor and ask him if he wants 10% of your fat.
Yeah, I'll email Pastor Chuck.
Ask him. Just send an email and say, "Hey, do you want 10% of my fat? Would that be good for you?"
Yeah, I'll send it in a Ziploc baggie.
There you go. All right.
Just can't imagine what my fat is.
Sorry, that was just a question.
Here I go. 12 hours of working out for the whole week.
All right, here, Shane, I'll push the scale over for you.
Okay, and then 1,800 calories a day. Being good. How did it pay off?
Shane, you're on the wrong scale. Hurry, get on the right one.
270.2.
Wow. What were you last week? 274?
Almost 274.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. Wait, why don't we have an applause here?
Yeah, we don't have an
applause. I mean, this is just as good here.
What?
So yeah, I was 273.8 last time.
That was Mark slapping his belly.
Yeah, we don't clap, we slap our bellies.
So 270.2. So I was 0.3 from being in the 260s. That was a little bit annoying.
Nice.
So that was a loss of 3.6 pounds.
Nice. 1 week.
Nice. Congrats. Good work.
Yeah, so my body is on board. Week 2 it wasn't. I lost 1 pound, right? So week 3 it came around and it's like, okay, this is what we're doing. Let's do it. And yeah. So
I feel like my body has a New York accent.
Now go back to sleep and keep quiet.
My body's like, hey man, you just got to keep going, huh? You just don't forget about it. You got to get yourself up and get going.
Yeah.
My body is just an angry old man, and he just what are you doing? Come on! Oh God! Oh, get back to bed!
What?
Sorry. That's what my body.
So Shane lost about 1.5% of his body weight in a week.
Should we have some? I mean, do you want to play the sad music for Shane's weight loss?
Oh yeah, a moment of silence for all the weight that Shane lost.
To never be seen again.
We hardly knew you. We hardly knew you.
All right, someone give me that scale. Let's see
All right, I'll
what
pass it
happened
over
this
to you.
week.
I got you. You ready for the scale?
Before I get on the scale, let me point out. I just want to say I don't believe in excuses. My football coach said excuses are like armpits. They stink. One time he said excuses are like rectums. They stink. Generally, it was anything that was
So they both stink.
pretty smelly. You could say was excuses. But I thought about this, right? A good excuse or a bad excuse, they're both excuses. I don't care if you have a good excuse or not. So I don't have an excuse for this week. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so
All
it's
right,
going to
so
be good, I guess.
So I'm going to slide the
gonna
scale
be-
over. You're going to have to jump on it. Okay, so I'm going to slide it. You jump. Ready, set, go.
Ah, I broke it. Slide another one.
Oh, stop. Here's another one.
Oh, this one's a lot sturdier. Is this a glass top?
Yep. Very best.
342.0. So it was good.
342.0. And what were you last week?
344.2.
Nice.
So 2.2
2.2 pounds.
pounds. All right.
Congratulations.
Cool.
You-
So
2
we
pounds
all
is 2
lost weight
pounds.
this week.
Congrats to us.
Yes. I mean, I lost the most, but let's just,
But
like,
who's keeping
put aside.
count? Who's keeping count?
You guys have 100 more pounds to me than lose, but that's okay. I lost the most, but I'm not saying that. I'm just saying congratulations to all of us. Even though
But
I
seriously,
lost the
though,
most,
I mean,
so it's congratulations to everybody.
Yeah, because I mean, only I lost the most amount this week, so I get the crown on my name.
We'll see. I'll
But,
play the long game.
I mean, who
Shane's
needs a crown?
Shane's gonna have a big hurdle. Shane's got a baby coming, and I don't know about you, Shane, but no matter how on track I am, because when I had Logan, I was on track. I had dropped like 30 something pounds, and I was going good. Had Logan, and he was a pretty difficult baby, and boy, just woke up one day and Logan was 1, and I was 35 pounds heavier than I was when he was born.
No, yeah, I get that. So I have a secret for that. Basically,
He's going
you
to
have
incorporate the
your
baby into the workout.
Yeah, which I can now, by the way, at the YMCA. They have a daycare there.
Oh.
Which is another reason why I wanted to do it. So you have these 2 bars. You have your carbs and working out, right? So if I can't work out, I got to lower the carbs. So your carbs got to match your workout bar. If I don't work out any, no carbs. That's it, and I'll lose weight. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it works. I'm planning on doing
That's
it.
a good plan.
Planning on going to the gym, but if I can't make it to the gym, I just don't eat carbs that day.
I'll just make my
That sounds pretty solid.
I'll just make my
actually.
kid
That's good.
pay for weight loss surgery or something later, because I'll just be like, hey man, come on, do me a solid.
But here's this: did he ever sleep for a half hour?
If he slept for a half hour, I did, or I was gone and made Becky take care of him. Actually, I did
if he
work a lot
sleeps-
while he was.
If he sleeps for a half hour, that's enough time to do that video.
We'll see about that.
Shane's like, I've done this once. I can do it again.
I have been through this, and she slept a lot. I played video games. I should have worked out back then. So instead of playing video games this time, I'm going to work out.
That's
Or do
all right. I think
both.
we've all reached that point where we're playing video games and we're like, what are we doing? We're not getting anything out of this.
I know. That's
It just makes us
did
mad,
this happen
or-
to you too in the last like 4 months, Shane?
Grand Theft Auto was the worst.
Oh man.
Like, you put $40 into it, like real money, and hours upon hours upon hours, and I was like, what am I doing?
Oh man.
But
I was
why
telling
though?
Michael, I just for some reason I've loved video games forever, but just something in the last 6 months, I should say 4 months. I don't know what it is, but it's like I really want to go downstairs and play video games, and I'll even turn everything on, and I'll open it and I'll click Call of Duty or something. Call of Duty is probably the most enjoyable one right now, but and then it'll load up, and then I'll just be like, meh, shut it off, walk back upstairs. And it's not like I didn't have anything else to do. It's just like, I don't know. It's like programmed into me to want to play, but it's just not enjoyable anymore.
So I was into like Call of Duty, and I got up to level 55 pretty quick, but I'm not even that good at it. But now, like as we start working out, it feels like the biggest waste of time in the universe. So I'm like, what am I doing this? I should go burn some calories or something.
Well, once you get your treadmill fixed, you can do both, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can.
You would get back to your
Well,
Call of Duty protocol.
I can do the Call of Duty protocol with nothing, with body weight stuff.
Oh, that's true. But
Yeah,
how long?
that's very
I mean,
true, yeah.
you get booted if you're idle for too long.
No, you just do it while you're respawning. It's 20 seconds respawn. So you do a really fast cardio, whether it's running in place really fast or something, for that 20 seconds. And once you spawn, you stop and play.
I want to do that, but I want my microphone turned on and just
Yeah,
Yeah, for real.
try it out. I'm telling you, it's good. It works good.
All right, and
So cool.
before we close, real quick, I posted on Facebook and I asked if anyone had any questions for us to answer on the podcast, and we do have one from Dan. And I was just curious, would you guys be cool if we answered this question?
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
good.
The question is, how would you change your life if you were at your goal weight? How would your life change if you were at your goal weight? How would it be different from now? And then also, what incentives do you have for putting the work in to do it right now?
I'll go ahead and can I answer first?
Yeah.
Good question.
So how would my life would change if I was at my goal weight? I would say my life would change because number one, I could wear clothes again. You know, I would like to wear clothes and like you guys said, see our belt buckles, and even get nice dress clothes that don't like my belly doesn't pop out of the bottom button. I don't know if you guys have that happening.
Yep.
But but it'd just be nice just to wear decent clothes, and it would also change my life because I would want to be more active. I'm tired of feeling just like a lump all day. You know, I have anxiety issues, so there are days that go by and I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like that since I don't move, I'm just tired and I don't want to like do anything. I don't have any motivation. I want that motivation back, and I think that's part of my goal is to get the motivation back, and that's gonna play into the whole the incentive. I want my motivation back, and I want to gain more years with my kids. I don't want to die early. You know, I don't want to leave two young kids with my wife.
Yeah, and something to add to that too, real quick, just regarding Mike, that this would be important for some people to know if that this can happen or this is possible. And I don't know if you've noticed this or not, Mike, but you didn't have any of these anxiety issues until after you had put on all the weight.
Yep, and so weight plus kids. That's literally what the two biggest changes in my life that and I'm not blaming the kids. I'm just saying the combination caused the stress and anxiety came out of that. So I want to learn how to deal with it, and I think working out is the perfect way of dealing with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good de-stressor.
Yeah, Joe Rogan always talks about like working out is
It's medicine.
just he feels
It's
like
medicine,
if everybody
yeah.
worked out an hour a day or something, the whole world would be a better place because people wouldn't be so strung out.
Absolutely. And the best way I've ever heard it spoken to me just about walking is treat it like medicine, treat it like vitamins. You have to do it every day. Take your medicine. Don't walk away from your medicine.
Yep.
Also
Because
DMT.
it's good for you mentally.
Don't walk away from walking.
Don't walk away from walking.
Yeah, DMT. I do want to try that someday. That's cool, but we'll see.
You could ask Joe.
Yeah, we'll ask Joe about it. So that was a good answer. I was gonna say something, but I forgot something you said. So we'll just move on. I think my motivation here. So I got, as we talked about in the first episode, I got cancer. It would have really sucked to have died and never reached this one goal of losing weight. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. I don't even care if I look better or not. I just don't care about that stuff. What I care about is there's this goal, and it's the only really achievable goal that I haven't really achieved yet. So that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, I remember you telling me. We had a talk, and you were saying, like, I've done everything I put my mind to, but the weight
Yep.
is
Weight's
one
the only thing I haven't.
I want to conquer.
So I wanted to be a software engineer since I was like in 5th grade. Did that.
They had software when
Got
you were
into
in 5th
computers.
grade.
Yep. Yeah, when we got our first computer, remember?
Oh.
And then Dad's like, "Yeah, people write that stuff." I'm like, "What? I didn't know people wrote software
I want to
like
make.
video games."
I want to
and
make
stuff.
a Gorillas game.
Yeah,
I want to make Grover's
Gorillas.
alphabets.
Oh, I remember when Gorilla, like I learned Quick Basic, and remember when I reprogrammed Gorillas.
Yes.
And like you threw the bananas, and it made the half of the screen explode. So I wanted to do that forever. I took a long time to get there, but things like I went to Best Buy one time when I was like 13. I'm like, man, I really want to work here. Worked there for like 8 years after that. So everything I've done, everything I really wanted to do, I've done except for lose weight. So that's why I'm doing it now. The other goal I have, and what I think is helping me along this time, this podcast is helping, but the idea that after I lose it, there's a platform with the internet where you can just share, like, hey, I lost the weight, you can do. That to me is the biggest motivator. If I can lose weight and like other people lose weight because they see what I did and see how easy it was, quote unquote easy, I think that's going to be cool too. That's another motivation I have.
Yeah, it would cause like an amazing ripple effect that you'll never know how far that ripple will go.
Yep, exactly.
I was the same way actually. I wanted to lose weight so that I wanted to lose a bunch of weight really fast so that all you guys would want to lose weight and be like, "Oh my God, Mark was the fattest dude in our family, and now he's thinner than us." And that never happened. That almost happened a bunch of times in my mind. But how my life would be different. Well, let me say this. I don't know what it's like to be a normal weight. I don't actually know what that life looks like or what it feels like. And I'm in a pretty fair amount of pain most of the time just from, being overweight, joints and all. I probably have arthritis or something. But I do have arthritis, mild arthritis down my spine. But I would like to, if I'm not going to do this, if I'm not going to do these things, I would like the option to do these things like skydiving or rock climbing or anything like a normal person could just opt to do.
Even getting on a roller coaster again.
I would love.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to ride a roller coaster
Right.
again, and I've been told that I'm like they accommodate my size now, and I don't know if I want to trust that. Like that's a gamble. I don't want to be asked to get
Yeah,
off.
because you got to buy the ticket, travel all the way through this line to go. Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
sir.
I was asked to get off when I was 30 pounds lighter than I am now.
Oh,
Yeah.
You were,
that's the worst.
really?
I've
You were
seen that happen with
240 and they
Dad.
asked you to get off for being fat?
Well, sorry.
Pretty sure it wasn't the height thing.
I was 250.
Oh, well, that's a big difference.
Yeah, I had to get off because it was the Raptor at Cedar Point. It wouldn't
no.
shut.
Well, that's weird.
See, that's my biggest fear. That's my biggest fear is being on there and then.
This was a
somebody saying,
while
"Sorry,
ago.
sir."
This was 6 years ago.
Well, like I was bigger than I was more than 250 the last time I went to Cedar Point and I rode it. But you're shorter
you're
than
taller.
me. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so my belly is bigger.
Well, at 250, your belly is bigger.
Yeah.
But wow, that's interesting. I want to do normal things or have the option to do normal things. I do like. I'm actually a bit of a thrill junkie, and I would love to do some. I want to go skydiving. I want to go. Mountain climbing's not. I don't know how interested I am in that, but I don't mean like climbing K2. I mean like rock climbing, like when people go to those gyms and climb up the big 60-foot wall or whatever. And I want to be able to get in and out of cars once, just one shot, step in, one shot, step out.
Yeah.
Oh my Lanta. We climbed in a coworker's truck to go to lunch, and I climbed in the back seat, and it has a step and everything, but for some reason it was it was like a whole workout just for me to get in there and sit down. Like I had to step in there like facing the seat and then spin around, and I have big feet, so my shoes were clamping on each other, and it was a mess. I was shaking the truck.
Also,
And the guy next to me just got in and sat down. I was like, I'm jealous.
Nate listens to this. Hi, Nate.
Nate.
Anyway, there's something else too for me is I want to see. I've read probably four or five articles or blog posts, whatever you want to call them, online, where people who lost more than 100 pounds, or people, I should say, it was more than 150 pounds. People who lost more than 150 pounds explained how they were treated differently. And apparently, your life is vastly different, like how people socially interact with you and talk to you and all that when you're not morbidly obese, as opposed to when you are. And I think it's because you're sick, and humans instinctively like behave different to people who are sick. I don't know.
Oh yeah, well, it's like they look at you like you have bad self-control.
Yeah, I heard one guy.
I mean, listen. So if you're in an elevator and somebody farts, all skinny people except for you, and one of the skinny people farts, and it stinks.
The rest think it's me.
Everybody's gonna think it's you.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
It's weird.
Obviously,
like,
you can't control your food habits, and you can't control your farts.
Yeah, exactly. Like you eat so much that you just farting everywhere. They think that's what's going on.
I'd also like to be able to wash my back properly. I'm interested in that. There was one of the articles I read where the guy was talking about that, how life is different after you lose that weight. He actually wrote in a journal. He wrote like 30 pages of a journal explaining what life was like when he was morbidly obese. He was 400 something pounds, got down to I think 195, and he said one of the things he said, he was like I'm gonna tell you guys some things that when you're this size, nobody's gonna tell you this is what you're gonna have to do. He was like, some of this stuff is gross, and I won't say the gross stuff. There was just one that was kind of gross, but also the way he described it, I thought it was funny, and then I was like, I'm not far from that. But anyway, he said that if he used the bathroom and he went number 2, he would have to like go in his room and lay on his bed on his back to wipe himself. And
Oh no!
Right? And he also said that so the reason he started losing weight was he was tying his shoes. He bent over to tie his shoes, and then he woke up and didn't know how much time had passed by. So much blood. Because when this happens to you too.
So he passed out.
I've
He passed
been
out
bent down
tying
tying shoes before, and then being like, man, am I going to pass out if I stay like this?
Yeah.
Hashtag
I've been
life
there.
goals.
For real,
Yeah.
yeah. So he that's when he decided he was going to start losing the weight. Like he said that he was, I could have died or had a stroke or something, the wiping thing, and there was some other stuff he had in there too. That there was some stuff that like I think I do on a much smaller degree that he was explaining that I didn't realize was just not normal. But
So there was 2 parts to his question. What was the other part?
the other one was, what incentives do you have for putting the work in to do it?
So we went through the incentives. What was the first part? How will our life
How would your life
change,
change?
right?
So that's what I mean. That's what I meant too. Is like I don't know.
Yeah.
So that guy who wrote that article, he said that when he gets on planes now, whenever he flies only planes where you pick your seat, and then he finds the fattest person on the plane and sits next to him, and he lifts up the armrest and he tells them to relax. It's okay if they lean against him. I was like, man, that's nice. And,
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it'd be nice to go to the concert too and not be all scrunched up.
yeah.
Like you ever see people sit
Yeah.
in the concert seat and they like have room? Like what in the world? How do you
Yeah.
fit in that?
Like they're sat sideways and one leg is up on the armrest. I'm like, what?
They got a whole they got a whole thing going on there. Me, I'm all like squished. My arms are next to
It's
my
weird
side.
watching my wife
Yeah,
sitting.
you sit there uncomfortably, like
Yeah.
just
It's
tensed
weird
up.
watching.
This is great.
It's weird watching my wife if we're sitting in a booth at a restaurant or something, watching her reach to the table. And
Oh, I
I'm like, you weren't just here? You weren't just a part of the table? And I have to slide in. I have to pick which area of my gut is going to hold the
Man,
table, and I
we
slide
have to
in.
avoid booths. We have to avoid booths because I'll slide in and so it's like I have to like
But
squeeze
I
myself
know.
in there like with Crisco.
Yeah. What was it? Oh, so I think for all of us too, the incentive is the podcast. Like it'd be really embarrassing, like Mike was last week, to not lose weight or to gain weight for that matter. So this is gonna help out a lot for us, and hopefully it helps everybody else out.
Yeah, I'd love it if I love reading the updates from the guys in our group. So if you listen to this and you don't know, we have a Facebook group called Fatties Helping Fatties, which is a weight loss support group, and people will comment in there and ask questions or tell jokes or put up memes. They'll post their weight loss. We've got some guys who have lost. I think somebody's already lost like 10 or 12 pounds that they posted in there.
And girls.
And girls, that's right. Yeah, when I say guys, I'm referring to the royal we. And so, yeah, if you're on Facebook, join it. It's Fatties versus Fatties. That's funny. That could be
Fatties,
that could be
we're
another group.
pitting them
a
against
fight
each other.
group.
Well, do this though. Go to Facebook// The Brothers Fat. Like our page, and in there you'll see our group. Join our group.
Don't forget to smash the like
Smash
button.
the like button. Smash the follow
Obliterate. Obliterate? Wait,
Yeah.
obliterate. Obliterate it.
Obliterate.
Obliterate that like button.
button. All right. So I think that was good. I wanted to do one more segment, but we're running out of time, but we'll still do
Let's
it.
do
It's
it.
just one thing I want to
Yeah.
talk about. We're going to dish about dishes.
Oh.
Do you have a song for me, Mark? About dishing
Yeah,
about
here, hold
dishes?
on. Whoa.
Okay.
All right, ready? Gotta pick. All right, ready?
Yep.
Dish that dish. Okay.
Okay, that's
Oh,
good.
nice. That was good.
Okay, so I want to talk about a dish.
Are you referring to a food dish? Okay.
Yeah, food dish. So dishing about dishes. Dishing is like talking, right? About dishes, food. So these are things that I found helpful while I'm trying to lose weight. The one is I just had it. It was so great. I was like, I want to talk about this today. It's yogurt, and now I forget the name of the yogurt. It's a Greek one. It's a Greek yogurt, and it's called 000 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sweetened with stevia, and it's like no sugar yogurt, but it tastes like ass sugar. It's great. A lot of protein. It tastes like regular yogurt. I'm digging it. And it was only 120 calories, no sugar, very low carbs, only like 3 carbs in the thing. So it's pretty cool stuff.
Dannon Oikos 000 fat-free yogurt, Greek yogurt.
Yeah, Oikos triple fat. Yeah, 000. Yeah, that's what it's called.
It's got
So check that out in your Walmart or Meijer.
70 milligrams of sodium, 14 grams of carbohydrates,
Sounds delish.
15 grams of protein.
And how much fiber?
Dietary fiber, 6 grams, and 6 grams of
So,
sugars.
yeah. So 8 grams of net carbs, and the sugars are natural yogurt sugars, so not added sugars.
Yeah, looks like
So it's good stuff.
Looks like a good. I'll pick that up. Is that a Walmart? Is
Yeah.
that a Walmart treat?
I think I got that from Walmart, but they have it Meijer too.
Oh, okay.
It's really good
Beautiful.
stuff, man. So
We'll have
any
to check it
dishes that you guys have that helping you out throughout this deal?
Yeah, I have one. It's the $10 5-pound Walmart chicken, boneless, skinless chicken breast, and a little bit of barbecue sauce and broccoli. So those are great.
Oh yeah, also the rotisserie chickens. Pick one of those bad boys up, already cooked. Tear that thing apart like some kind of caveman,
Yeah,
and you're ready to go.
and that's actually cheaper than buying their full chickens and cooking it yourself. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's like $5 or something.
Cool. Do you have anything there, Mike?
What do I
Thought we lost him there.
Yeah, so did I.
No. I was looking at something. Dishing about dishes. What dishes do I have? I don't know exactly what.
Well, you got your hint water, so maybe we can use that. Is that good?
The hint water is delicious. I love it. Mark always has that at his house, and I was over there one time, and I was like, "Can I try this?" And he's like, "Sure." And I drank it, and it just like has a hint of flavoring. It's not super sugary or anything like that. It's really good and 0 calories. And really good. So hint water. I have 2 cases of it in my fridge right now. And if you're looking for something outside of water, hint water is the way to go. I would also want to add that I got a flat Italian sandwich at Potbelly's, and it was incredible. It was only like 400 calories or something like that. Mark was there with me. He's like, "Wow, that makes a big difference," because we're looking at the.
Oh yeah, it dropped like 90 calories or something. 100
90
calories off
yeah.
of the. I thought that
Cool.
that blew me away.
And then the drink I had was just a bottled water, and so it was a really good meal. So I'm going to say that for my dish.
All right, cool. Well, hopefully everybody gets something out of this. We had fun doing this podcast. We all lost weight, so that's great. Next week we're gonna lose weight again.
Let's try not to be so fat.
I'd like to see Michael get 2 pounds next week, and I'd like all of us to get at least 2 pounds next week.
Let's see what
let's do
342. You know what? Yeah, next week should be. We'll celebrate because I'll be out of the 340s next week.
All right, we'll have our applause and cheers sounds ready to go.
Yeah, and before go ahead. Sorry.
Wait a second. If this is done right, Michael could be in the 320s, but he'd have to lose 3 pounds. I could be in the 260s, and then you would be in the 330s.
You know what? Next episode, we'll celebrate the 10s, the new 10s.
Yep. So let's work hard to get there.
Awesome.
All
and
right.
Before we leave,
Sounds
real quick, if you haven't already, we'd love it if you went to our website, thebrothersfat.com/million. And we would love it if you've lost weight along with us to add that to the 1,000,000 pound challenge. We're just trying to track 1,000,000 pounds lost this year. So please, if you haven't done that yet, as you lose weight, just drop by the website, click 1,000,000, and put that sucker in there. We want to see 1,000,000 pounds gone by the end of this year. Yeah,
I'm excited about that. I hope we can do it.
Oh, me too. I'm going to have to start spamming a bunch of stuff toward the end of the year if we're not close. But we will be close if y'all just log your weight, I'm sure. I hope.
Log your weight and then share it out, please.
Yes, share it out.
All right,
Share it
cool.
out.
So we'll see everybody later
Yep,
then.
good job, boys.
Wait.
Yep.
We'll see everybody next time on the same fat channel at
There
the
we
same
go.
fat time.
I'm glad somebody remembered that. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
The Brothers Fat is brought to you by a history of bad decisions. Now, if you're interested in joining those bad decisions on the list of things that make this podcast possible, maybe perhaps a sponsorship or just sending some cheddar our way as a tip, saying, "Hey guys, thanks for making fun of fat people all the time." If you wanna do that, send us an email at thebrothersfat@gmail.com. We are interested in your money. Hey, tune in next week for another Fat podcast. We'll see you then.